Okay folks, this is a large piece. I don't know how it's going to work. It's going to be a difficult one to position. We'll soon find out. Fuck it. I hate want to do that. Fuck. I'm just clumsy. I hate this user interface. It's such a pain. Let's see how we go. Here, kookaburras. Okay, what do we got? We got here what could be called a shawl. I'm going to try and decide which part of this shawl we're going to demo with. I do think maybe this corner piece might be easier, even though it's not as... I'm trying to work out which part of it we're going to use. I think that's the same as that. We're going to use that area, roughly. We're just going to... Sorry about the bad camera work. I'm just going to try and put this... Oh, it's hanging over the side right here on the ventilation holes. Sorry folks, I just had my foot. We're a bit clumsy on this. It's a bit clumsy folks, I know. Sorry about that. And you can hear the kookaburras. It's like they're laughing at me. No, they're not. Apparently that laughter is to do with territory, is to tell other birds to stay away. Apparently, that's what I read somewhere regarding kookaburras. But you can't get much more Aussie than that. I'm just gonna get a piece of paper and put it on top. The kookaburras are laughing. Well, it's like they're laughing. It sounds like a laugh. Okay, let's get stuck in. Yeah, that looks interesting. It's cut off. I do like it overall, but I do think it's a bit off the edge. I'm just going to have a look. I'm just going to take a peek. Yeah, it's a bit off the edge. We're just going to move it that way, just up this way. So I'm just going to use both my hands, however clumsy it's going to look. We're just going to put it up into the corner. Yeah, that looks a lot better actually. I do think we could probably work with that. It's a little bit rumpled, but you can't really do much about it. Trying to work it with my intuition, folks. Yeah, I think we're going to pull it up. Fuck, I hate that. We don't want that too close to the edge. Just trying to use both my hands here, folks. It's a little bit fiddly. It's on the fiddly side. I don't like fiddling. I'm really missing a lost partner, folks. I'm trying to get in touch through the social media networks to my partner Luigi, who I just can't find through normal means. Can't look him up. So I'm trying to get my... Now this is looking shit house. I pulled it too far down. But basically, I really miss my partner, and it's really hard to deal with it. To deal with the loss of him and not being able to get in touch. It would be nice if I could just ring him on the telephone, like the old days when we had the opportunity to do that. Because now we don't have that as an option. And it's really hard. I get so lonely, and now that we've got COVID-19 interfering that we can't get married, it looks as if marriage is off the cards for the time being, at least until the rules are relaxed regarding COVID. Now still, we're not doing this right. It's still fucking sliding out. But I really miss my partner, and it really hurts to be away from him for such an extended amount of time. I'm not a loner. I don't fucking like being on my own all the time. I don't like having to go home at night and I've got no one to fucking talk to except my mum. I just really wish I had a partner that I could be with all the time. I'm 48, folks. I wanted to marry in my 20s, not my late 40s. And it looks like my late 40s there isn't enough time for that. Now that looks interesting. I wonder if this is good enough. I wonder if we're going to move it across or we're going to leave it like that. But basically I really get lonely without him, and it really hurts to deal with the loneliness of it all. I don't know if this is the right, but I really miss him, and it's really hard, and these restrictions are really a pain in the ass, and I think I got the wrong part. I've done this wrong. I'm just not using my intuition, folks. Or am I? It looks better than I thought. It's a little bit further down than this one. I don't know how I'm going to do this, folks. But I really miss my partner, and it really kills me that I can't locate him. And it's really hard, and it's really lonely being away from someone that you really feel connected to, but you don't have the opportunities anymore to be connected. So Luigi and I, we're separated, not separated as in to be divorced, we're separated physically. And this pandemic rules about not being allowed to marry really doesn't go nicely with Luigi and I, because we've always wanted to marry each other, and we never got I did some stupid things when I was young, which led to this separation. This separation was because of my fucking stupidity, my self-hatred, and my envy of Luigi's life. So envy and self-hatred are not good things. These things should be stamped out, nipped in the bud, because they can cause not just damage to the person that has what you think they have, it causes you damage. It hurts you. You're the one that ends up injured. Your emotions get injured. You know, you end up ruining your own life, making your own life a misery. If you get like that, if you get envious, or if you get self-hatred, it kills. It's deadly. And I know the bullies at school were partly responsible for my downfall, but I should not have got on their side and felt that they were right, that I had nothing, that I was a piece of shit, that I deserved to be called names and have all sorts of cat calls at me constantly while I was at school, and I forgot to switch on the mirror image. Fuck me dead. Sorry. I forgot to switch on the mirror image. But basically, my self-hatred, I shouldn't have allowed it to do that. I should not have let it off the chain. I should have rose above it. Now I have to deal with the fallout of my actions, my self-abusive actions. And I'm not happy. And I have to damn well put the past behind me somehow. I don't know how, but somehow I will eventually have to, and will, once I get married to Luigi, or at least when we see each other. Hopefully we can see each other and see each other in a singles bubble. Hopefully that could happen if we're living within 5 kilometres radius from each other. But that's come up looking a treat. I think now we can call this demo quits.